Hey everybody, Michelle is here, relaxing. We just finished having some rain, so I'll probably go outside in a moment. But I want to come through and just make sure I emphasize that you're going to have a lot of false teachers out there. And what do I mean by false teachers? Let me just clarify. A lot of them are the ones that just want to create chaos and destruction. When they see people peacefully attempting to resolve their own issues or peacefully just having conversations, they all you know, especially online, everybody you always find these, they're usually intellectual talking heads who sit on their computers all day and find a reason to have a disagreement with people, find a reason to find fault in people, and they do not allow people just to have conversations. They always want to come in and be, looking around for people making mistakes and how they're expressing themselves and not allowing people to just express themselves. There's a lot of things that we know in this world that we will always disagree with or agree with. That's natural. That's more natural than intellectual talking heads to come in and always want to correct people on how they're speaking or what terms they're using, and always trying to correct their definition of how they're expressing themselves, and just will not allow people to be. They will not allow people to make mistakes. And that's because of their self-hatred of themselves. Okay, anybody that just intentionally want to create discord, okay, disharmony, destruction, they look for that. They get up in the morning looking for a reason to bother people and say, "Oh my God, she's not saying that word correctly. Oh my God, that's not the correct definition of how you blah blah blah." And these people usually have no experience at all. Okay, and most of them are sexually frustrated. Okay, there's a lot of them are feminine, straight males. Okay, who sit at home on their computers all day long and looking for a reason to target people, looking for a reason to bother people. And because they're frustrated, because no one's paying them any attention, nobody wants to go out with them. And so now they're going to project that on innocent people just having conversations. Early on in my videos, I've always said, and I continue to say, that these are theories and opinions for entertainment purposes only, just information. I'm teaching people, I'm helping people, and the main thing is I am projecting love towards people. Okay, because I accept everybody. I don't have an issue with no one's gender, no one's race, no one's sexuality, none of that, unless that person is projecting on me or bothering people that I love and targeting people I love, or blaming a group of people for the ills of this country or the ills of this world. Okay, that's what I am. And I've said it. I'm a warrior, I'm a protector, defender, and a lover. And I back up those words, okay? So you always find these sexually frustrated, jealous, and envy people that get up in the morning and they look for a reason to have a battle with people over something they may have said, over someone's post. Who does that? Now you can have an exchange. If someone puts a post up and you want to question it and clarify it, fine. But there's people that's not their agenda at all. That's not their intentions at all. Their intentions is to intentionally create discord, disharmony, destruction, and chaos. That's their intention. They're not looking for peace. They're not looking for love. They're not looking for a measured debate of stuff where people can disagree and agree and still love each other. Okay, I've known so many people that are doing that. Okay, and I haven't said anything to them per se, but they are starting to be exposed. How about that? Okay, they expose themselves, all right, in their actions. Because I told you, it's all about the experience and the behavior and the action. Sometimes we can't necessarily put all of these concepts, all of these terms and words. We all speak on different languages. Okay, just in case, like I said, if someone says God, well, if they mean energy, then what's is there a problem with that? Because they call someone God instead of energy? Is that an issue? Okay, but you will find people that are doing that. And again, I'm gonna start doing some. Once I get set up in my second phase of my where I'm gonna be living, I'm gonna start doing some things differently. How about that? And still make impact and help people. How about that? Um, and let these people that love to spend time on their computers all day long. Whether I don't know what they're doing all day long, but they're on their computers all day long. They're going around looking for reasons to bother people, okay, to target people, because no one wants to be around them. Okay, nobody wants to go out with them. Okay, some of them make the opposite sex that makes their skin crawl. I've talked to plenty of that type of situation. So and they're usually these intellectual types. Just finding reason to divide people and finding reason to project some type of intellectual prowess as if they are just the top of the food chain in knowledge. Give me a break. Oh. I suggest to those type of people, please look in the mirror and vow to resolve your self-hatred of yourself, because it's self-hatred. Okay, maybe you're upset about how you look. Maybe you're upset about the income you're making. Maybe you're upset about this. Maybe you're upset about that. You can't find anybody that want to date you. You can't find anybody that want to go out with you. And then you're projecting that on innocent people. Just having conversations. Yes, we're going to disagree and agree. Okay, that's cool. But is that a reason to persecute people and threaten people and target people? Okay. On this page that I have, it's about conversations. Okay. And conversations can be a little heated sometimes. In Black culture, yes, it appears as heated. But in other cultures, it may not. That's why you need to know your culture. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to spend time knowing their culture. They want to worry about what other cultures are doing. Coming in and trying to disrupt other people and their willingness to have conversations. So that's why it's going to be so important to get off the social media platforms and repair relationships that way. Okay, because there's too much interference. Okay, so like I said, everybody's watching. Anybody can follow you. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do that. I don't have an issue with people following me per se, but that's not my intentions. My intentions is to make people safe to have conversations somewhere without being teared down by these cowards that hide behind screen names, that hide behind their computers. They're in a remote areas where they know that no one can get to them. They have these fake personas, these fake and phony IDs, identities, I should say. Okay, they're wet behind their ears. Okay, they're, and they're the ones that, at some point gets all angry, and then they want to blame everybody else for their anger and their lack of being able to control themselves and manage themselves. Okay. People want to talk, but not be beat down because they have a different opinion than somebody else. It's theories and opinions. And you would think these idiots, I don't want to call them idiots, because it's not anything personal towards them. It's this fake ego and fake persona that they have of themselves, that they are so much better than everybody else. But yet they can't stand to look at themselves in the mirror. And then they wonder why nobody wants to date them. So we need to be walking the talking and not worry about what it means or the definition per se. Do the action, do the behavior, like loving, Go out and loving is loving. Okay. You don't learn anything about by just saying talking about love. No, you need to go out and loving. You need to be in action with loving, in the behavior with loving people. And that's what it's about. Allowing people just to be and not feel so all this anxiety about everybody's always nitpicking about every little goddamn thing they do. And like I said, you got these intellectuals that can't find work apparently, so they want to spend time on the internet, trying to diagnose people all the time. Worrying about their intelligence, their IQ. Okay, it's about repairing all of this damage we've caused to people. Okay, and we need to do it out of the intention of loving or not. There's no more in between anyway. Either you want to help people or you don't. Either you love people or you don't love people. Okay, all this I love you unless you are this, and always have these parameters, and have the audacity to tell people how to act. Politicians are a perfect example of that. Sometimes you have these some of them call themselves religious leaders as well. Make people feel so don't want to be bothered. Even if you are projecting your whatever it is towards somebody else and someone else is hearing that, that's affecting them. That energy of your carrying on does affect people, and it does it adversely. Okay, you're rambling and carrying on, and on a computer, but yet you get in front of people and you can't open your goddamn mouth. I've run across many like that. And they try to bestow this fake persona or this fake ego of confidence. It's just arrogance, and more than anything, self-hatred. Okay, so either you love people or you don't. Either you want to help people or you don't. You don't go out worrying about whether they're saying something incorrectly or not. You can do the best you can to correct them, but how about doing it with your actions and not with your talking? How about doing it with your behavior? Okay, and that's what people are tired of. And that's why they say they hate to be judged. And I understand that now, because that's what does happen when you have these talking head intellectuals all over the place, having their podcasts talking about world peace, but yet they have a problem with a certain gender of people or a certain race of people, talking about their standing in spirit, but yet they can't call out evil intentions or call out evil behavior of people that they follow religiously. So either walk the talk or shut the fuck up. Peace and love. And trust me, I'll be back.